Hello and welcome to another South Korean College Scholastic Ability Test video. I have recently covered many CSAT videos, but my recent CSAT videos were all about the most recent test, that is, the test for students who go to college in 2023. So in this video, I am going to introduce the problem from the oldest CSAT, the very first test for the high school students who went to college in 1994. So today's problem is, in 1993, South Korea's educational budget was 3.7% of its GNP. Assuming that South Korea's GNP growth rate is 7% per year from 1993 to 1998, in order for the education budget to reach 5% of GNP in 1998, the education budget must be increased by X% annually for the next 5 years. What is the value closest to X? Here you can see that this is indeed an old test problem because first they used the term GNP, which is rarely used anymore since GNI is the index more frequently used these days, and second, they gave you this little table, the famous good old common logarithm table, and with several other log values as well. You see, this is a problem about the exponential growth, so you have to use logarithm to solve it. Back in old days, calculating the log values using the values from the log table was very important and practical skill because good calculators were not available to many people. But today, we are living in the world where anyone can use a good calculator if they have an access to, well, basically a computer or a smartphone with the internet. So this, using approximate values of log to calculate other values of log kind of problems became, well,
old-fashioned.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Black Adam. But if you want to try this problem by yourself anyway, notice that this is a multiple choice problem. So you have to find the choice that has the best approximation of this x. Okay, now the solution part. Here we have two important quantities, GNP of South Korea and the education budget. And we deal with 2 points of timeline, 1993 and 1998. So first, let us denote GNP of 1993 as G. Then it is said that in 1993, the education budget was 3.7% of its GNP. So the education budget in 1993 was 0.037 G. And now let's take a look at 5 years later, the year 1998. GNP is expected to grow 7% every year. Yeah, good luck with that. But still, assuming that GNP grows 7% annually, then after 5 years, GNP will be G times 1.07 to the power of 5. Similarly, for the education budget, if South Korea increases the education budget X% every year, the education budget will be 0.037 G, the education budget in 1993, times now 1 plus X over 100 raised to the power of 5. And here we want this education budget to be 5% of the GNP. So we can write 0.037 G 1 plus X over 100 to the power of 5 equals 5%, therefore 0.05 times G times 1.07 to the power of 5. So we have to find the value of X from this equation. So first, cancelling G, we have 0.037 1 plus X over 100 to the power of 5 equals 0.05 times 1.07 to the power of 5. And now we take logarithm on both sides, and actually let us take a common logarithm, the log with base 10. Then, by these properties of log, we have log 0.037 plus 5 times log 1 plus X over 100 equals log 0.05 plus 5 times log 1.07. Now look what we have here. We were given values of log 3.7, log 5, and from the log table, log 1.07. So we split these two terms. First, this log 0.037 can be written as log 0.01 times 3.7. So log 0.01 plus log 3.7, and this log 0.01 is just minus 2. So minus 2 plus log 3.7. And similarly, log 0.05 is log 0.01 times 5 So here we have minus 2 plus log 5. So we have minus 2 plus log 3.7 plus 5 times log 1 plus x over 100 equals minus 2 plus log 5 plus 5 times log 1.07. And we can cancel minus 2 on both sides. And let us solve for this term containing x. Then 5 times log 1 plus x over 100 equals log 5 plus 5 times log 1.07 minus log 3.7. Now let's use the given values. So log 5 is 0.6990 and log 1.07 is 0.0294 from the log table, and log 3.7 is 0.5682. So if we calculate this, we obtain 0.2778. Therefore, log 1 plus x over 100 is, if we divide right hand side by 5, we obtain approximately 0.0556. Now we have to do the reverse process of what we just did and find the number that gives the log value of 0.0556. From the log table, we can see that log 1.13 is 0.0531 and log 1.14 is 0.0569. So this must be somewhere between 1.13 and 1.14. Actually, using this proportionality part, we can find that we have 26 in this column 7. So we can say that log 1.137 is log 1.13, so 0.0531 plus 0.0026, which is 0.0557, which is the closest value to this. Therefore, this 1 plus x over 100 is approximately 1.137. Therefore, x is approximately 13.7. And from our given multiple choices, the answer must be choice 4. And that was all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video.